Good afternoon. If you haven't signed in the front, please put in your name and case number. I hereby call July 3rd, 2025, Code Compliance Special Master Hearing to order. Roll call, Special Master Karen Jenkins.
Here.
City Attorney Alex Uribe.
Here.
Court Manager Genaro Morillo.
Here.
Special Master, please approve the minutes of the hearing that took place on June 5th, 2025.
Approved.
We kindly request that everyone in attendance please put their cell phones on silence. Por favor, pongan sus teléfonos en silencio. Anyone giving testimony today, please stand to be sworn in by Homestead Police Officer Nicholson. Por favor, póngase de pie. Si van a dar testamento en sus casos.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
Officer Nichols, can you please swear in the translators?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
I do. The interpreting, Joaquin Fermosea, a court-certified interpreter in all courts of the state of Florida.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When we call out your name and case number, please walk up to the stadium, state your name and address. For the record, the following amendments have been made to the hearing agenda. Item number 3, CE 2505195 from civil citation has been complied. Item number 6, CE 25020222 from previously heard has been complied. Item 11, CE 25040350 from new business has been tabled. Item 12, CE 25040352 from new business has been complied. Item 13, CE 25040387 from new business has been complied. Item 17, CE 2504 0435 from new business has been complied. Special Master, if I may take the cases out of order from the agenda for those who are present today.
Approved.
Item number 8, under new business, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25040115, Paola K. Adams.
This property was cited on April 9th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36. It's for an attached terrace without a permit. Notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail on April 9th, 2025. Service of the notice of violation and summons to appear were received April 12th, 2025. Property was posted on April 9th, 2025. Currently, the property is still in violation. The photographs were taken April 8th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file that is still under review, permit number 25050535. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello, please state your full name and address.
Paola Adam, 184 Northeast 36th Avenue Road, Homestead, Florida 33033.
You have a testimony you'd like to share?
Yes, I have. Well, somebody made a terrace for me, but I don't know, I would need a permit. He asked me to get a permit from the association, and that's what I did 5 years ago. And now, one day I come from work, and I find this in the house, and when I called and I realized they sued me for the pergola. So I already started the permit, but I just need a little more time. So all the paperwork can be processed, so they can send the inspector and approve the permit. I'm sorry.
Thank you for your honesty. Code Officer Montoya, you want to go ahead and give me some, you went by and you saw that I did see that the permits have started?
That is correct, yes. She already started the process with it. It's still under review with the development services. So all she has to do is just pretty much wait on it. That's all. And I guess all she needs is probably time to finalize the whole process and hopefully be approved.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40115. And I'm going to go ahead and give you another 30 days to come into compliance, and today will just be an $8 administration fee. That's it. Okay?
And what I have to do now?
You're going to wait. You already filed for the permit, so we're in the process of waiting. So we're going to go ahead and give you another additional 30 days so you can come into compliance. And then, that should be done.
Thank you.
Next case, item 18, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25040463, Ingrid Griselda Villatoro.
The property was cited on May 1st, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door, driveway extension, and 6-36 for failing to obtain permit for shed, Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 1st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on May 1st with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on April 30th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, permit number 25050268 for shed is in applied status as of May 15, 2025. Permit number 25050270 for the driveway is in applied status as of May 15, 2025. And permit number 25050271 for the front door is in applied status as of May 15, 2025.
Sí, mi nombre es Francisca Villatoro.
Okay, you need an interpreter.
Sí, intérprete.
Interpreter.
My name is Francisca Villatoro.
Could you please have her state her full name and her address?
Su nombre con apellidos y su dirección, por favor.
415 Northwest 9 Core, Homestead, Florida, el zip code 33030.
Does she have a testimony
415
she wants
Northwest
to
9th Court,
share?
Homestead, Florida, 33030, Your Honor.
Special Master, if I may ask, I heard her name Francisca.
Villatoro.
Francisca o Ingrid?
I need to know what her relationship is to the property owner, or at least the person listed here, Ingrid Griselda Villatoro.
Quisiera saber cuál es la relación que usted tiene con la señora puesta aquí, con la dueña de la propiedad, que se llama Ingrid Villatoro.
Es mi hija.
¿Cuál es su relación con ella?
Mi hija.
¿Perdón? My daughter.
They're both owners.
Ambos son dueños.
If she's shown as an owner of the property in the property appraiser record, then that's not a problem. Is that correct?
Si ella está ahí puesta como dueño de la propiedad, entonces no hay problema, ¿cierto?
Okay.
Disculpa.
The clerk's telling me that it is.
They're both owners on the tax appraisal.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ambos están en lo que es la de contribuyentes en la propiedad.
Okay, does she have a testimony she wants to share?
¿Tiene algún testimonio que nos quisiera decir o dar?
Tú sabes, una multa por una casita que yo puse atrás y mi puerta, tú sabes, pero no sabía. Y del
There's supposed to be some work done. ¿Puede repetir lo que usted dijo, señora, que en voz más fuerte?
oh, más. Oh. Oh, gracias.
Por favor.
Sí, me pusieron, tú sabes, una multa, ¿verdad? Porque por una casita que puse atrás y por la puerta que yo tuve que ponerla porque ya estaba rota. Y del driveway, pero
Yeah, I
no
know.
fue todo. Fue
I know about the fine because of a shed that was put in that we didn't apply for, and also the door was broken and we had issues with the driveway.
Y yo estoy en proceso porque todavía no me han dado el permiso, tuve que sacar los permisos.
And I'm in process of getting this done because I need the permit. They haven't given me the permit yet.
Thank you for that honesty.
Gracias por ser tan transparente y honrada.
Gracias.
And she's
Thank
gone
you.
ahead and applied for all the permits, correct?
Ha solicitado para todos esos permisos, ¿es verdad?
Sí, por los 3 permisos de lo que me dieron la multa, yo le puse.
Yes,
los
the
3
3
permisos.
permits, I've already done that. I've already got those in. The 3 permits that are needed.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find violation
Voy a
of City of
dictar sobre este
Homestead.
caso. Dicto que hay la infracción de la cual hemos hablado.
Okay, for case number CE 250-40463. I'm going to go ahead and give her another 30 days to come into compliance with her permits and an $80 administration fee for today.
Entonces, por el caso CE 2540-463, le voy a dar 30 días más y la infracción, la multa por el día de hoy, pero sí tendrá 30 días más para cumplir con el requisito.
Está bien.
That's all.
Es todo.
Ya, gracias.
That's it. Thank you.
Next case, item number 6, under civil citations, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 25050370, Leclerc Elite Properties LLC.
Citation was issued to Francis Sinceros, property address 921 Northeast 5th Avenue. Citation was issued May 28, 2025, for code section 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of violation was found at 904 Northeast 5th Avenue. I took the photographs May 27, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I made contact with her. Well, she called me and she stated that she has a testimony to give.
Do you need an interpreter?
No.
Okay, thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Francis Cisneros, 921 Northeast 5th Avenue, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, it was a box. I mean, I break them down when I receive stuff and I throw them in my garbage in the recycle, but it was full. So it was like really 2 boxes, but I don't know what the other one ended, but I went and I picked it up, my box. I picked it up because it ended up there. I went and picked it up and I took pictures of it. I don't know how it ended up there. Everybody throws all the garbage there, but I didn't throw my garbage there. I always put it like next to my garbage can, but my garbage can was full, the recycle one, so with boxes already.
So your garbage was full, and what did you do with this box?
I brought, when I called them and I went to pick it up, when I received this, I picked it up from there, and I had to look through all that garbage and picked up my box and break it down and put it in my garbage can. Like, whenever the garbage passes by, he took it. But I didn't leave it there. I went and I picked it up.
Officer Johnson, when did you go by and take this picture?
I took the picture May 27th and May 28th of 2025. When I inspected the property, she gave me a phone call, and she did state that the trash, that it was there, and she told me that she picked it up and she could comply with the violation. She said she has picture and everything. It's just the citation was not paid.
Okay, well,
And this other ones right there, that's not mine. Mine was only 1 box. The Huggies, I don't even have kids.
is that all you want to
Yes.
say? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50370. And our people went out already, correct? And
No,
to clean.
she complied with it. She picked up the trash and disposed of herself.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, just for today, an $80 administration, and I'll go ahead and waive this $500.
Okay.
Okay?
So that's
So
it.
you just take $80 administration fee today.
Huh?
Today, just an $80 administration fee.
Well, I live on my Social Security. Can I do it in payments?
I mean, I don't know if you can do payments on a, no, you cannot. You just,
Well, I would need some time to pay it.
all right, so what we'll do is, let me read this case again. The number for CE 250-50370. We'll give you 30 days to go ahead and pay the $80 administration fee, okay?
Okay. And where do I pay it?
You can go to her and she'll give you the information.
Next case, under civil citation, item number 2, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25040183, Zeti Bijokes in North Eloy.
Citation was issued to Inoric LOE. Property address is 517 Southwest 3 Terrace. Citation was issued on May 14, 2025 for code section violations 23.5-5 improper garbage disposal. Location of violation 536 Southwest 3 Terrace. The mail was cleaned on May 19, 2025. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
My name is Enor Dolores. Address is 517 Southwest, 3rd Terrace, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, well, I can recollect how that got there in that dumpster. Where is that? Yeah, I don't know how that got there in that dumpster. And it was a box with my name on it. And I wouldn't throw a box, an empty box, inside of a dumpster if I have 2 trash cans. If I have my own personal trash. But that wasn't done by me. And I stayed there 26 years.
Did you remove the box? Did you go, once you got that fine, what did you do?
I had no knowledge about it.
When you received that, what did you do? You had 30 days.
I didn't see this until like a couple days ago.
You saw that a couple days ago. Mr. Chappelli, did our people go out there and clean up?
Yes, that's a CRA lot. Solid Waste did clean it up, but his box was found there. And he lives a couple of houses down.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50183 to go ahead and continue to pay the $500 with a $80 administration fee.
Could I have some time? Because right now, like, my employment right now is currently like in between. I have a job, it's just I work for Sonny's Barbecue, and so we burn down right now, so it doesn't make that much to cover 580.
I can go ahead and honor 30 days to pay the $500. 30 days.
30 days, okay.
Okay, so let me read that again. CE 250-50183 to continue to pay the fine of $500 with an $80 administration fee with 30 days time to come into compliance.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Next case, under new business, item 30, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25060341, EA Emmanuel LLC.
The property was cited on June 20th, 2025 for code section violation 13-21, 13-32, littered condition, 19-51, 23.5-5, 23.5-36, accumulation of garbage, trash, and junk. This is in reference to the excessive trash and yard waste in the front and rear of the property, including the swale, and it came out to the street. 29-11, failing to maintain landscape in a neat and orderly manner. A notice of violation was mailed certified and posted on June 20th, 25. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June the 20th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I haven't had contact with the owner. I did get an email this morning from Solid Waste stating that one solid waste pickup, a special pickup was already done, but that the owner called in to request for another one because it's very excessive. But the property is still in violation.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Eduardo Espinosa, 980 Northwest 13th Street.
Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah, I'm cleaning out the property.
I'm sorry?
I'm cleaning out the property. This is the original property. This right here. And the neighbors are always complaining that a lot of crackheads and all kinds of people go in there to do drugs, so I decided to clean it out. Now, I have not acquired any trash. This was as is since I bought it. You couldn't see anything out there. In fact, I had the superintendent go personally yesterday because I explained the issue. He even himself told me, I don't understand why you're being ticketed, because you couldn't see from the outside and the inside, but because of all the nasty stuff going on, because of people just going there doing drugs, breaking in, destroying, defecating inside the property, I decided to clean it out. And when it comes to the fence, that has been like that since I purchased that property. It was a mistake purchasing it. I was thinking maybe knocking it down, do some duplexes like this height, but it didn't happen because of the money and because of a lot of stuff that needed to happen. So I told the superintendent yesterday, and he told me, listen, just put it on top, align it, because because it's a dead end. So I figured I couldn't just pull everything out and, block the whole street. So he came last time, he took two truckloads, and it's a very expensive thing, I was quoted for $35,000 just to clean that thing. It's a landfill in the back, I didn't know it was like that. You couldn't go in. I got the pictures here,
Right.
So it's ironic to me that now that I'm trying to clean out this stuff, I get ticketed for trying to clean it out. I didn't realize about this thing. I've been calling the officer because she left the number. I left messages, nobody responds. And I did voice this out to the waste management. And I told them, listen, I already set it up with you guys, so I'm cutting it little by little because it's very expensive. I hired an excavator. The guy charged $90 an hour, so you can imagine, and that's not even. So next time I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go and rent one from Home Depot and try to do everything I can. When it comes down to the fences, there's just, I don't know. Apparently the guy was a hoarder that had it there before. I don't know, but people just dump trash and these new pictures here, that's not my trash. You can blame me for the trimmings. But that, people just dump there all the time. That's what they do. I've been trying to take care of it. I ain't going to take care of it. I just didn't dump stuff out there because I felt like, I'm trying to, and I just need money and time, a little bit of time. I'm doing it little by little. I'm gonna, get everything out.
I appreciate you trying to go ahead and take care of it by cleaning it up and stuff. And you did call the city already to come out again?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
How much time would you say you need?
I don't know, maybe another month. I'm doing myself, rent it's very expensive.
Okay.
And it resembles a landfill in the back. I got the pictures,
Okay,
I guess people went and look. There were people living in the back with tents. I've been threatened. They wrote graffiti talking about they're going to kill me just because I told them I didn't want him back there. So it's I'm trying to fix it. I just didn't dump stuff out there because I felt like it.
Okay. I appreciate everything. I'm going to go ahead and rule on this now, okay? I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60341. I'm going to go ahead and give you another 30 days, like you said, and you just today an $80 administration fee, and 30 days to come into compliance.
No, I'll tell you, what about the fencing? I didn't even know they had a fence because, it was on the floor, on the ground, everything's destroyed. They got all kinds of stuff.
Actually, I'm sorry. This is this is part of the association. This has an association.
No, not that I know of.
Special Master,
So-
Special Master, I'm sorry if I may. This is just a notice of violation, but I also have another case, which is a citation for the excessive amount. This one will be just for the notice of violation, and I guess he's requesting time to come into compliance with all the debris that was left in the front, on the swale, on the street, and also cleaning everything in the backyard.
Okay.
And so there's also a big tree at the end of the street that covers a lot of stuff going on, and people should sit there and start doing drugs, drinking, and everything. And maybe the city can go out there because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to be in fault of anything. Cutting a tree doesn't belong to me, and then being told that I didn't have the permission to do so. And on the side of the tracks of the train too, a lot of people come through there and just sit there and do all kinds of stuff. You know,
Give me a second here. Let me just review these notes real quick.
This case is an NOB for, this NOB is for, again, I'm sorry, because you said there's a citation.
No, this case is the notice of violation.
For the debris.
It's for the landscape in need of maintenance, junk trash, garbage, fence in need of repair, and litter.
All right, so this notice of violation was given to you already. What date, Ms. Flores?
So this was issued and posted June 20th, 2025.
June 20th. Okay. And when you received this notice of violation, what did you do?
well, I contacted the waste department, telling them that how could they, they communicated with each other because when I called them up, they have a scheduled pickup. They need to come at a certain whatever time they decide to come out. And yesterday the superintendent told me that just to pile it all up in front of the house, and they were going to come every 2 weeks. In the meantime, that I was trying to get everything. And I have done taking truckloads out before, but it's just a lot. So yeah, I'm trying to clean it out.
How long would you say that this has been going on?
If I get on it, I would say 30.
No, how long has it already been? I'm looking at my records and looking at what this has been going on for quite some time.
Well, I put it like that. You couldn't see anything.
Right,
you
but
can see the
when
house.
I understand, but still, when you bought it, you saw it that way. So I'm asking you, how long has it been like that right now? Not what you're gonna do, what has it been like? How long?
You mean the trash outside right now? 2 weeks maybe?
Okay, well.
I don't know. I think it was, I requested it on May 10th, and then they told me, well, do the trimmings.
That's over a month, where today's the 3rd.
No, well, they say do the trimmings, right? So they say once you have a big pile, then you take a picture, and you send it to us, and we're going to evaluate, and then we're going to tell you when we come out there. So I think they came out on June, I don't remember, June something.
Okay, so for this specific case number and for this violation that the notice was given to you, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this. I'm ready for it. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead. The case number CE 250-60341 for the notice, you're going to have a week to come into compliance because the notice has already been out, 30 days. We're going to go ahead and hear another case that Ms. Flores has, and we'll talk about that case. But for this, you have a week to come up regarding this case and this violation.
Okay, but which one? All the trash?
This is for the notice. This is for the notice, correct, Ms. Flores?
Yes, this is to take care of all the debris in front yard, backyard.
So for this,
Okay, but it's unreasonable. In backyards, even if I did it on a daily basis, I mean, it's just, the guy before had it's a landfill pretty much, all that stuff. Listen, what you see here right now, All those are the trimmings of the trees that I took off. You know, bamboo trees over 20 feet tall, I mean, in the back also. And that's why I requested 30 days, because, you know, it's you know, I'd be lying to tell you if I could take care of it in a week. It's not going to happen. I would have to get a crew, you know, you know.
Well, this is just for the first violation. What is this? Could you read out the second one? What is the second one going to be for?
Well, the second one is a citation for the excessive amount that was left out in the street. Would you like me to read off that case?
Right, because I think he needs clarity, you know, that it's been quite some time and our city.
Yes, one case is for the excessive amount, and the other one is to come into compliance to clean all of that up, because it's not just what was left outside. There's, you know, the backyard, it's full of trash.
But that's not there anymore. I got 2 small piles.
Yes, it's gone down, but there's still debris out in the street.
Well, the superintendent said that, you know, on Monday he's gonna come by and take all that stuff out. Now he told me, look, I can't go into your property and get stuff out, so you gotta bring it outside. That's exactly what he told me. Now, in the very back of the yard, you know, I have to go out there with, I don't know, bulldozer or excavator and start getting things out.
Okay, so we are dealing with 2. You have one that you never came in compliance for what was originally, and then now excessive. So this is, and the second one has been, when was he notified on that?
This one on May 22nd.
Okay, yeah, so you've already had over a month.
Wait,
The-
no.
Because May 20th is when you got the other
Okay.
one. This one,
But this
June
is,
20th.
But this was on the city having their own time, they weren't picking it up.
But it's not just, this is your property. It has to be, it can be within the city, but as well yourself. This is your responsibility.
Well, I understand, but when I request the city, the city tells me I'm going to show up a certain day. I don't have control over that. I mean, you know, no.
You can find other means to help get that property. If you're being violated, there's other ways that you can find if the city's not there. It's your responsibility.
I am trying to do that. I'm you know.
All right? So, like I said, based on this case, I'm already ruling on it. It's CE 250-60341. Again, I'm going to give you a week to come into compliance and an $80 administration. That's it. We're going on to your next thing.
For everything else, it's just the front.
For the one that I'm talking about has,
The excessive trimmings.
no, that's not the excessive. This one is the garbage, the trash, the junk, the debris. She can go ahead and clarify it for you. But I'm giving you a week to come into compliance for that.
That would be for the front of the property and the rear of the property.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish this one. We're done. Now we're going to go to the second one.
Citation was issued to EA Manual LLC, property address 29200 Southwest 178 Ave. Citation was issued on May 22nd, 2025 for code section 23.5-8, excessive accumulation of trash in improper manner. This is in reference to the amount of yard waste in the front of the property that extended to the street. Location of the violation, 980 Northwest 13th Street. I took the photograph on May 22, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Special Master,
Yes.
the case number will be CE 2505-0279, item number 5, under civil citation.
Okay, thank you.
Special Master, as I stated before, the same thing applies to this case. I received an email from Solid Waste Department this morning advising that they did one special pickup that was completed on June the 10th, 2025, and that the resident requested another pickup for remaining debris. At the moment, there is still an accumulation of debris in the front of the property, and the citation remains unpaid.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to go ahead and have testimony about that? About regarding case number CE 250-50279?
What's that about the trash again?
Yeah, this is now the violation that was given to you. The violation.
I don't understand. All this has to do with the trash, right? Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, you know, again, that trash was there when I bought the property. I decided to clean it out. It's a huge amount. It's, you know, and you say, well, you know, I think maybe part of the problem is that I've been waiting for the city to do all this stuff and wanted, you know, so they can pick it up. Maybe that's been part of the problem, you know. But this is not a cheap thing to do. That's what I've been trying to say, you know. And again, I don't, you know, look, nobody said anything. Well, all that stuff was, you couldn't even see the house from the outside, nowhere. You couldn't see, nobody said anything. As soon as I, you know, I get it, I try to clean it all out, I'm getting ticketed. I'm here in front of you. I say, if I'm just dumping stuff around, I didn't dump none of that stuff in there. That was prior owner. And I understand the responsibility now falls upon me, but I would, you know, I would request that I get some more time, because it's not just excessive trimmings. You know, there's all kinds of stuff in there, all kinds. It is beyond my understanding. How can anybody, you know, allow something like that to happen, you know? So, again, you know, I'm trying to fix the problem. I'm trying to fix the issue. I'm just not throwing things out there or saying I'm not going to do anything. No, I'm trying to. You know, I'm just a one-man show, you know?
Okay, so for the citation that you received, for this citation that you received back in June 1st, that's still outstanding, correct, Ms. Flores?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The violation has not been paid?
As of today, correct, it has not been paid.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this on this well. I do find in the violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50279. I'm going to go ahead and help you out with this violation, bring it down to $350, okay? And with an $8 administration fee.
Well, on Monday, the superintendent's going to show up and pick up everything that's left in front of the yard. That's what she's claiming is still there.
Right, and our people are going out there to go clean it up. So I'm helping you out, doing a fine from $500 to $350 and an $8 administration fee. So we're done with that. So now you have both cases, and now you know what you have to do to come into compliance. Okay? Do you have any questions?
1 week?
Right.
Can't get more than that for the whole thing?
1 week, and, you know, let's see what the code enforcer, you know, they go out there.
It's a lot of trash. A lot. I mean, you would have to see it in person to understand what I'm trying to convey to you, you know, and...
Sir,
look,
when did you buy the property? I'm sorry.
I bought it 1.5 years ago.
And it's looked in that condition for a year?
Yeah.
And nothing has been done?
Well, I've cleaned some. But again, you know, it was a jungle. You couldn't even see the house in there. So now that I'm cleaning it out, you know, it really takes a lot of money to do that. Like I said, $35,000 to clean that house on the back. It's a lot of money I don't have to do. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna do it myself, rent an excavator, a bobcat from Home Depot. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Well, that's, give you a little nugget, is that you can call and see how many times the city's willing to come out there.
To call the city, how many times they can come out there?
Right.
No, it's every 2 weeks. No, but in between that time, I'm doing, you know, I'm getting stuff out. But again, it's not, you know.
Sir, I'm sorry. So just to let you know, now we're speaking about the citation. The reason you were cited is for the excessive amount. Solid waste cannot pick up that much trash every 2 weeks in front of your property. You being the homeowner, you are responsible to dispose of your trash, not just leave it out there for the city to pick it up.
Okay, but I spoke to them, and they told me that they can do 10 yards. And it didn't matter how big the pile. This is what the superintendent said to me yesterday. They can come in and chip off a little bit, whatever they can fit in the truck every 2 weeks, 10 yards. Because part of the issue was that they couldn't, I left some of it in the property right next to it. And he told me, we can't go, we don't have permission to go in there. You know, so you have to put it, and I didn't put all the stuff out in the streets. I figured if I block the street, they're going to say I'm blocking the street.
Sir, if I may.
Yes.
I think the disconnect here is that even if the city will come and take piece by piece out, you are still not allowed to have that much trash out in front. Just because the city said we will come out and get it bit by bit doesn't mean you're not violating the code by having that much out in front of your house.
Yeah, I
That's
understand
the
that.
problem.
Well, I understand that, but I'm taking care of it.
Yes, but the fact of the matter is that it was out there in front and it was excessive, and that's why you got the ticket. The fine is not because it has nothing to do with whether you're taking care of it or not. It has to do with whether or not it happened.
I understand
That's
that.
that's the issue of this case right here, right now, the citation. And the magistrate already reduced the fine for you.
I understand, and I'm being proactive about it. And at the end of the street, I mean, you have a bunch of trash that I've taken it all myself. I didn't dump in there. It belongs to the city, and the city doesn't pick it up.
That's not before us here today. The what's being discussed here today is the trash in front of your house on that case. So
Yes, ma'am.
We're done.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I've ruled on the
So
case.
I got a week?
Right, and then I've gone ahead and reduced your fine from 500 to the 350 with an $8 administration. She can give you the information where to pay.
Next case, item number 5, under new business. Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2503-0192, Michael Buck.
The property was cited on March 19, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-3, garbage cans hours of placement. This is now in compliance, failing to comply with off-street parking for boat storage. This is in reference to 2 boats and an RV on the property. 6-36, non-permitted work. This is in reference to a side door added on the west side of the property. And 6-36, expired permit. This is in reference to permit number 171-00345 for chain link fence with gate. A notice of violation was mailed certified mail and posted on March 19, 2025. Compliance was not met. Therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. Summons to appear was mailed certified mail and posted on June 20th, 2025. I took the photographs on March 18, 2025 and June 20, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, there is still the permit for the fence and the gate is still expired, and there is no permit on file for the door that was added to the side of the home. The boats and the RV are still on the property.
Thank you. Can you please state your full name and address?
Good afternoon, the magistrate. My name is Michael Bush, 421 Northwest 12th Street, 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, ma'am. As of right now, let's start with that door. I purchased a home in 2012, May. I have a picture here of how the house was originally when I bought it. May I? May I show it to you? Or? This is how I purchased the home originally, and I am not aware of anything that was added to the home. Since I purchased it, I have not done anything but the fence. That's that door. When it comes to the fence,
Okay,
when
go
it
ahead.
comes to the fence, back in 2000, I would say 17, 18, I changed the chain link fence to the black one, and I'm aware of how the permit works because I work for the IBW 349, and the fence was done with a permit, and that permit says here that it's still open. It's not the responsibility of the homeowner to do anything with the permit. Once the contractor opens up the permit, when the job is completed, it's his responsibility to close out the permit. If he's doing it with the permit, it's ultimately his responsibility. I mean, at least on the electrical part, that's how it's done. So I was not aware of what I had to do. I've been confused this whole time when it comes to certain things. The boat. I purchased that boat, and it is now, I have a picture. Today I took a picture because that boat, I put it outside, and I was aware that I'm
Wait,
not
wait, before we go into the boat, fence, I'm looking
Yes.
at the fence here. It's expired. There's no new permit for that fence.
No, but I don't understand what is expired means, because the job was completed, the permit was closed. I don't understand what is expired means.
The permit's not closed if it's expired. It only expires if it's left open and inspections aren't done
Correct.
within the time that the Florida Building Code gives you to close the permit.
Correct, but if it was done by a contractor, and I was out of town when this was going on, the contractor is supposed to meet, the inspector meets with the contractor, closes out the permit.
I think you should have a conversation with your contractor that you hired to do this job and let him know that he left an expired permit here. But unfortunately, the city and the permit is tied to your address.
Okay.
And that's why it goes to your property, because the contractor may never show up here again.
Right.
And everything. The responsibility ultimately is on the homeowner. Is something that you need to go ahead and talk to your contractor. The contractor's not going to be able to pull another permit here in Homestead because he's got an open and expired permit, right? But ultimately, where are these fines going to go, and where are these code enforcements? They are directed at the homeowner to go, and if you need to get another contractor to come in and close that permit and get all the inspections done, unfortunately, that is on you, the homeowner.
Okay, if it's still open, expired, and it's under his license, and he needs to close it, how am I responsible for that?
You can change contractor.
Yeah, but that means I have to get another one now to inspect, to do whatever they need.
Whatever's
to do, which
missing
comes out of my pocket.
absolutely. You need to, that's a problem between you and your contractor. Your old contractor, I'm not going to give you advice because I'm not your attorney,
All right.
but you need to go and explore what you're going to do with that old contractor, because clearly he's left you high and dry.
So it's not his responsibility ultimately to close out the permit?
I'm not going to tell you whether it's his.
I'm asking.
It may be, and it, he's the only one who can come in and make sure that that permit gets closed and coordinate with the inspectors. But you need to. But unfortunately, the effect of not having the permit closed properly, it attaches to your property. It attaches to the property at which the permit is at, which is your house. You have another way to go ahead and close the permit if that contractor is not being cooperative or whatever it is. But and yes, the new contractor will probably charge you. But unfortunately that's your responsibility to go get this permit and get a contractor to close this permit.
Okay. I would like some time, if I can, to
Great.
see ask questions here and there and find out what I need to do.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that.
I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case. I do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-30192. I'm going to go ahead and give you 30 days to go ahead, get all this done, and just an $8 administration fee today.
Okay. Thank you, I appreciate that.
All right.
Also, I'm sorry, one more thing.
Mhm.
The boat is actually now in the property. You can't see it from the street. Actually, when you drive in front of it, you can see it, but it needs to be not seen from both sides, from the neighbors. I have pictures if you want to see them. Because I just put it out there when I bought the boat, but I actually put it inside the fence area.
You can show that to Ms. Flores.
Excuse me, sir. So, as the code states, you can either only have one boat on the property or one RV. If it's adequately fenced in, you can't have, so it's either one or the other. You can't have two boats and one RV. It's either one boat or one RV that you can have on your property in the rear of the home.
So I could only have one, even if it's not seen? I'm asking, once again.
Yes, but you have a chain link fence.
Correct.
So adequately fenced, it would be, and correct me if I'm wrong with my manager, it would be like with a Dura fence, a wooden fence. With a chain link fence, you can't see it.
But it says I have to put it back from the fence 10 feet. Even if I have a chain link fence and I cover the
Would you
10
like
feet,
to,
So,
What was the code section again for that?
that one will be 30-443, subsection G.
What was the subsection?
G.
Yes, in this case, the chain link fence would apply to the boat and the RV.
well, that right now is not how it is. I went ahead and I put the RV to the rear of the house. If you can see the original lot, I had plenty of space in the back. I put the RV in the back and I put the boat inside the fence.
So it's fully screened from public view?
No, it's 10 feet from the back. It's actually further back, and you can't see it from both sides. It says adjacent from each neighbor. I mean, like you were saying, it's a chain link fence, so once you ride in front of it, past the street, and you look to your left, you're gonna see it. But I understand the boat in the front is completely violation.
Okay, how many boats do you remain in the property right now?
2. And
You
that
can't
one
have
is-
2 boats and 1 RV. It's either 1 boat and 1 RV.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 1 boat that needs to be removed
Yeah,
from
that
the
one's
property.
gonna be, because I bought a new boat, that's the only reason why I have it. If you gave me a little bit of time, if you gave me I would say 30 days, no more than that on
I've
both.
already ruled on that, and I did give you that.
On both? Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you, I just
You're
wanted to
welcome.
clarify that. Thank you very much. After it's completed, do I need to contact you for it, so you can pass by? Thank you, man, thank you.
Victor? Is there a Victor here? Victor? Is there a Victor here? ¿Hay un Víctor? Next case, under civil citations, item number 4, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050272, Henry Hernandez.
Citation was issued to Henry A. Hernandez. Property address is 306 Southwest 3rd Avenue. Citation was issued on May 21st, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of violation was at the 300 block Southwest 3rd Avenue in a dump pile. The mail was claimed on June 6, 2025. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on May 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I did speak to the owner of the Homestead Towing and Recovery, and I just advised them to bring proof that the violator, Henry A. Hernandez, no longer works for the company, because they stated that he hasn't been working for them for the past year.
Thank you. Okay, what is your first and last name?
Christopher Guzman, 306 Southwest 3rd Avenue.
Okay, so you're speaking on behalf of Henry Hernandez?
Well, he's no longer with the company. He used to be the owner, but now it has new owners, the company. So he hasn't been there for like a year.
Did you provide that proof that Ms. Chappelli needed?
I did not provide the proof. Some base it shows it has new owners now.
Okay.
I'll defer to the director. How do you want to handle this?
So Henry is using the address for the homestead towing and recovery. When I did ask them, since he was using the address, that's why they got cited. So I did ask the owner to bring proof that he no longer works there. But they don't have any proof, so. And the mail was from the homestead towing recovery.
.306 Southwest 3rd Avenue, that's your business?
Yes.
She's a code officer, so next year. You can take that if you want.
Thank you for your patience. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this and let you know what has to be done, okay? So I do find in the violation of city homestead, but for this case, CE 250-50272, what we want you to do is make sure that, okay, the address 306 Southwest 3rd Avenue, since you're the new owner,
Yes.
if you can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and, well, first of all, let me tell you about the fine. I'm going to go ahead and waive the fines for today, but if anything comes up with this 306 Southwest 3rd Avenue for the same garbage disposal and all this and that, the fines won't be that lenient because you're coming here, I understand you're the new owner, so now what was fine here for, which is the garbage, the disposal, all of that, if it comes back within that property address, you're going to be responsible for it. Okay, so for today, being that you're the new owner and Henry Hernandez is not the owner anymore, that's what we're going to do, is we'll waive this fine. Nothing today, but like I said, that address you provided, if that comes back at all with anything, you understand.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Next case, under civil citation, Code Officer, item number 7, Code Officer Chappelli, case number CE 2506-2099, Homestead 15 SRO LLC.
Correction, this is for Marilyn Rogers.
Citation was issued to Marilyn Rogers. Property address is 537 Southwest 6th Avenue, Room 1, Homestead, Florida. Citation was issued on June 5th, 2025, for code section violation 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of violation 546 Southwest 6th Street. The mail was claimed on June 11th, 2025. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on June 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello, please state your full name and address.
Marilyn Rogers, 537 Southwest 6th Avenue, Homestead, Apartment 1, Homestead.
Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. They said I was illegally dumped boxes on the street or something, and I don't recall it because I can't walk. So my neighbors, if they see the trash sitting at the door outside, I live in a ruined house. If they see the trash out there, they'll pick the trash up and go and throw it away from me. But I didn't know they were doing it illegal.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you that well. You said you weren't aware of your trash?
I wasn't aware they was dumping it anywhere. I thought they was taking it to the dumpster, ripping the box up. I only get one box a month.
Special Master, she's saying that she lives in a rooming house. And that the garbage was dumped there.
Yeah,
and
the neighbors see my trash sitting outside the door, and they'll take it and put it.
Says her neighbors from outside the door, since she lives in a rooming house, they must have taken her garbage and thrown it where they weren't supposed to.
Right, exactly.
And something about your conditions.
Yes, I'm disabled.
And that her legs and the condition that she's in, that she's not.
I'm not able to
go walk and dump the trash.
Dispose of it myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you have somebody that is going to help you take out the trash, or what do you do with your trash so that this doesn't happen again?
Okay, if they see the trash outside my door, they'll take the trash to the dumpster. That's what they're supposed to be doing with it, but they taking it, putting it elsewhere. I don't know nothing about it.
Is there somebody that you know that, or maybe you break down the boxes or trash? I don't want this to happen over and over. So is there somebody that can help you with your trash?
I'm gonna have to start cutting it up myself. But that's not mine. There's no way that's mine. That is mine with my name on it.
Okay, well.
And I get one box a month.
Okay, well, do you understand now what happens? To prevent you from coming every single time, or all these fines coming, you cannot have your trash. If you don't know what's going to happen, you personally have to take care of your trash. Maybe you don't put it out front. Maybe you got to figure out some other.
No, I don't put it out front. I put it in the back where the trash pile is, where they put all the dump at. But my neighbors, they take the trash out for me.
That's what I'm saying. You may want to figure something else, because it's not working where they're putting the trash where it's supposed to. So I'm going to help you today, but I don't want this to continue to see these fines, because the fines can get over and over. So you're going to have to figure out something else to take care of your trash, because what you're doing now is not working.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60099. I'm gonna go ahead and waive this 500 fine and $80, but this is it. So if it happens again, it's not gonna be that lenient anymore. So you understand about your trash?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Next case under new business, item number 20, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 25050050, Mala LLC. That's it.
The property was cited May 7, 2025 for code section 22-65, illicit discharge in connections. A notice of violation was mailed certified mail along with posting, along with a summons to appear May 7, 2025. Service of violation and summons to appear was received May 12, 2025. Compliance was met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs May 2nd and May 7th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos, submit as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, the violation was complied. It's just, if today we could just have adjudication on if it happens again and everything.
Okay, thank you. Please state your full name and the address.
Hi, my name is Tai Pan, address 801 East A Street, Homestead, Florida.
And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, I'm sorry, it's just one of the employees, I don't know, we're taking a shortcut or whatever, but we're better training and to make sure this doesn't happen again in the future. So we're sorry about, what's going on, what happened.
Magistrate. I think we should treat it as irreparable and irreversible in nature, and as a recommendation, a one-time fine for the illicit discharge that they did in the storm drainage.
All right, thank you for your patience. We're going to go ahead. I'm ready to rule on this case, and I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50050. So I know that it came to compliance. You took care of it, but there has been some irreversible damage that has been done. So just for today, because of that, you'll have a $1,000 fine. And if you come back and see any of us regarding the same situation, you're going to be considered a repeat offender, which is not going to be lenient.
Okay.
So that's what's going to happen today. $1,000 and an $80 administration fee, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's not our intention, but, you know, thank you, though.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, item 14. Case number CE 2504-0388, Ladies Carvajal, Gonzalez, and Roger Oro.
The property was cited on April 28, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the added doors on the side of the property, enclosed door on the side of the property, mini terrace on the side of the property, and structure on the rear of the property. 6-206 and 6-207 for the fence, and 30-433 for commercial vehicle store in a residential zone. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on April 28, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on April 28, 2025, with posting on April 29, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on April 27, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photo submitted as evidence.
Approved. Could you just read off the case number again?
It's CE 25040388.
Thank you.
Special Master, permit number 25050606 for the fence is complied, and for the commercial vehicle stored in a residential zone, that's complied as well. We're just missing the rest of the violations.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
My name is Roger Orozco, and the address is 822 Southwest 6th Street, Homestead, Florida 33030.
Okay. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yeah. We already take out everything that was in violation. We're waiting for the inspections. And the door on the sides, we didn't have an idea that was in violation until today. The person that is taking care of everything for us, they just advise us. So she's doing it as well.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty there. So how much time would you say you need?
I don't know how long it's going to take them for the permit, but I said, I don't know.
Okay.
As soon as they're done, we already take care, like pay them and do everything, so we're just waiting for them.
Okay. Thank you for getting all that started. I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40388. I'll go ahead and give you 30 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case under new business, item 16, Code Officer Palmer, case number CE 2504-0410, Grapple LLC.
The property was cited on May 27, 2025
for code section violations 13-21, 13-32, failing to keep property free of litter at all times, 19-51, 23.5-5, and 23.5-36, allowing and maintaining an accumulation of garbage, trash, junk, and/or debris on a property, and failing to dispose as such. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 27, 2025. Service of the notice of violation was received and the property was posted. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 17, 2025, with the posting date of June 17, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on July 3rd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Sí, buenas tardes. ¿Podré solicitar el traductor?
Okay. Interpreter?
Yes? Didn't hear.
Could you please have her
Hable
state
más
her
fuerte,
full name?
señora. Hable más fuerte, señora.
Sí. Recibí la primera notificación. Enviamos a alguien a hacer la limpieza que nos dijo que había ido. Después nos enteramos que no. Y en cuanto recibimos la segunda, ya se realizó la limpieza.
We're going to try to get this matter resolved, Your Honor. ¿Y qué más?
¿Cómo?
Lo último que usted dijo.
Que al recibir la segunda citación se envió a alguien a realizar la limpieza hace 10 días, una semana.
Yeah, we're going to be starting to get this thing rectified, Your Honor.
Need name and address, please.
Su nombre y su dirección, por favor.
Romina Graciani, y la dirección del terreno es 432.
¿Regina qué?
Graciani.
Graciani.
Sí.
Regina Graciani, Your Honor.
432 Southwest 7th Avenue.
Southwest 7th Avenue.
So you started the process of cleaning up?
Yes.
Okay.
Está en el proceso de hacer la limpieza.
Sí, ya se realizó.
Yes, that's correct. That's what we're doing.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case.
Voy a dictar un fallo en este caso. Voy a dictar un fallo en este caso.
I do find in violation of the City of Homestead for case number CE 250404110. I'm going to
Sí,
give
dicto
her.
que hay una infracción en el caso CE 25040410.
I'm going to go ahead and give her 30 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
Tendrá 30 días para cumplir con el requisito y la orden y las leyes. Tendrá hoy día un cobro de $80 administrativo el día de hoy.
That's all.
Thank you.
Eso es todo.
Special Master, there is another case for the same owner, I believe, same property. Well, it's a different property. There's 2 folios on that lot.
Okay.
It should be case CE 250400409.
It's for the same situation? I'm
Yes.
seeing? Okay. So for both of them.
Okay.
It's one big lot, but 2 folio numbers, correct?
Right.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and roll on that one as well.
Special Master, if you may, just make sure she has an opportunity to address before.
Okay. You want to go, for your second case, repeat the address?
Eh,
La dirección suya.
Southwest 7th Avenue.
And
There are
does she-
two together.
And do you have a testimony you would like to share regarding this folio number?
¿Tiene algún testimonio que nos quisiera compartir sobre este caso?
No, es lo mismo. La primera citación.
No, it's the same thing, Your Honor.
Lo que pasa es que no estoy en la zona y los vecinos lo mando a limpiar y los vecinos de la zona tiran basura.
We're in the process of getting this all cleaned up as well.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rule on this case as well. This case number, I do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40409 for
Voy a dictar lo mismo sobre este caso CE 25040409. Dictaré el mismo fallo, misma decisión.
being that they're two folios but same land, for together it would be 30 days for her to come into compliance, which still
Tomando en cuenta que, que es una propiedad sola, pero aquí hay dos folios, dos descripciones de cómo es la propiedad, voy a dictar lo mismo de los 30 días para que cumpla con el requisito de la limpieza.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Perdón, tengo un video donde muestra que ya está hecha la limpieza. ¿Eso lo puedo mostrar?
Please show it to Mr. Palmer.
Muestre lo que ha hecho el señor Palmer, por favor.
¿A quién le muestro?
Let's move on with the next case.
Next case, under new business, item 23, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0179, CBD 2 Properties, Inc. Item 23, under new business.
Good afternoon.
The property was cited on May 15, 2025 for Code Sections Violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the hurricane shutters. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 10th, 2025, with posting on June 10th, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Jane Torres, 1700 Northwest 97th Avenue.
Do you have a testimony you'd like to share?
Yeah, the owner, when they bought the property, they didn't know that they bought it with the shutters. They were filed because of that. They did the shutters without the permit. So we were retained by ownership and...
Are you the owner?
No.
You're not the owner of this property?
I got a power of attorney.
Oh, you have power of attorney? Okay. Okay, thank you. So you can go ahead and share the testimony.
Okay, so right now we were hired by ownership to prepare documents to legalize those shutters. Right now, that's what that's what we need. We need some more time to expedite that process.
Sure. Okay, thank you for your honesty there. All right, so I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50179. I'll go ahead and, since you started the process, and, correct?
Well, we did not start the process. We already got documents. We can submit documents by next week.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you 30 days to come into compliance.
Quick question, do you think the City of Homestead will be able to process that permit within 30 days?
I mean, I can't, but I believe 30 days is fine, and if you communicate with your code enforcer, then we can see what we can do, but for now, 30 days should be pretty good. And today would just be an $80 administration fee.
Understood.
Okay?
Right, thank you.
Next case. Under new business, Code Officer Valencia. Item number 6, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 25030215, Florida Power and Light.
Good afternoon.
The property was cited on 3/21 of 2025 for code section 19-95 and 19-92, maintaining a vacant property in overgrown condition. 29-11, failing to maintain landscape in neat and healthy and ordinary manner, free of refuse and debris. A notice of violation was posted and certified on 3/21 of 2025. Comply was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appeal was posted and certified mail on 6/3 of 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on 3/21 of 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
So, Special Master, I've been talking with some of the people from the FPNL. And now we have a representative from them that he's going to speak on their behalf, and I believe he has a power of attorney. So this property is next to one of the communities, the Fairways. And that is on the entrance on the west side of the Fairways. They are going to cut some of that grass in there, however, not everything, but he's here to speak on their behalf.
Okay, thank you. Please state your name.
My name is Pascual Perez Jr.
And the address or the company that you're representing?
I'm representing for the Power and Light, and the address is going to be 1636 Southeast 24th Street, Miami Land, and
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
yes, ma'am.
You want to put this a
We
little
were-
bit close?
Sorry about that, yeah. My voice is messed up.
You can lift it up. There you go.
Sorry about that. So, we were notified, we reached out to Dinosaur, which is our landscaping company. We came up with a plan. This area is an area that was not in my purview, meaning I oversee all substations from 595 all the way down to Turkey Point. So now that we're aware of this area, we got the funding, we got the plan. and all we need is 30 days to get it done, but we're gonna get it mitigated.
Appreciate you taking action. Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this case. A 2 fine in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-30215. Go ahead and give you that 30 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today.
Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is all the cases for all those present. Moving to a mitigation. A reduction for 268 Southwest 6th Avenue, Folio 10, 7813, 060, 0150, Alfonso Serrano.
Hello.
How you doing?
Could you please state your full name and the address?
Alfonso Serrano. It is 268 Southwest 6th Avenue.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. For the last few years, we tried to resolve this problem, specific 4 years. We submit all the permits, everything. We was working 4 years to resolve it. We never fixed nothing. Why? We sent emails, we got all the paperwork. We sent everything to the city so they can help us to fix everything. We hire a contractor so he can do everything. He do everything. For the last 4 years, we doing back and forth. We never resolved nothing. The only thing that I'm going to tell you guys, that right now, in code enforcement, you guys have the best code enforcement people that you guys have, I don't know for how many years. The new administration in code enforcement, they fixed my problem like in 3 months. In 3 months, it is incredible that I was waiting 4 years to resolve this problem. The new administration fixed it in 3 months. Is the only thing that I'm going to say. And about this case, I was one of the body shops that I was doing everything for the city, for the fleet department, and I lose my account too. So I lose a lot of money. I lose a lot of money losing that account about this problem. And we are supposed to fix it right away because I got all the emails that we send, we got everything. And I never received nothing. We tried so hard. But I mean, with the new administration, we fixed it right away with no problems. And we never got problems with the people. When they come to my place and they told me something right now, I fix it right away. And I'm pretty sure that I got people right here in front of me that they know.
So everything in this property has been fixed?
Everything is done. Everything is done. The only thing that I think that I'm not supposed to pay all this money because it was no asphalt. We tried to do everything to fix it. It is impossible that with the new administration, they fix it right away. We never got a problem. They told me what to do right away and we fix it. In 3 months.
Okay,
2 weeks ago, they told me about my wall behind my building, the building. And what did I do? I fixed it right away. I mean, I don't want problems. I'm a businessman. I just want to be comfortable in my business.
Appreciate your honesty. Yeah, I've been seeing everything that you've done in the last couple, the back and forth and everything. Give me a second. So what you currently owe right now is $63,480.
Yes, ma'am.
Thousand. I'm ready to go ahead and rule on this. I'm willing to go ahead and help you, being that everything is fixed now. You've been going back and forth and all that. So I still do find a violation of City of Homestead, and for case number, give me a second here. There's 2 cases here. For cases CE 18110046 as well as CE 201-20007. Best I can do here is do a reduction to $47,680. Okay?
But
Sorry?
I mean, I don't go in and take
No,
it.
the original you have originally was 63,480. Correct. That is exactly. Yes.
That's the maximum under code
Yes.
that can be reduced.
No, but I don't go in, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it because it is impossible. It's not my fault. It was my fault. I'm accepting. I lose money. I was working for you guys. I was a contractor for the fleet department. I lose so much money because they canceled my contract about this. And I tried, it's not my fault. I tried so many years to fix it. I do the right things to do it. And when we was sending emails, call the people, they never answer us. All the time it was something else, and we never finished. It is impossible with the new administration that we finish in three months. So just put it like this. If everybody was cooperating to fix this problem, we can fix it in 3 months. So how much was in 3 months my fines? I mean, I'm not a rich guy. I'm a hardworking guy.
I appreciate that. That is the final number that we can do, but what I was advised that also you can do is if the 47,680, which was a reduction, you have to take this, if you need more, you have to take it up to the city council.
I'm going to take it.
Okay,
I'm going to take whatever I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I don't want to pay nothing. It's not my responsibility. It was my fault. I do it. I'm happy to do it. But you know how many thousands of money that I lose not working for the fleet department? That is affecting me.
Well, being that you have all that in record, that's something that you could present to the city council. But as of today, what you're here for, what you were summoned here for, 47,680 is what the reduction is.
I'm not
Okay.
accepted, so we go in and take it, whatever we have to take it, because I don't think it's fair.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rule because what you're here for, and then you can go ahead and appeal it to the council. But today, what we're here for regarding the two case numbers, I'm going to read them out and then give the reduction, and then you can take it to the city, okay?
I'm going to take it.
Okay, so, like I had said already, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case numbers CE 18110046 as well as CE 2012007 for the reduction from 63,200 to 47,680. That is it.
I can tell you, I'm not going to take
And
it.
I won't do an $80
I
administration
don't
fee
want to
today.
take it. I don't want to take it because it was not my fault. Just imagine you're going to you're buying a house, and the realtor tell you, yeah, I'm going to give you the house. I'm going to give you the house tomorrow. Tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. What does that mean? They sell the house to somebody else? No. I mean, I don't think it's fair. All the time that I come over here, you know how many times in 4 years, I just want that you read the paperwork that you guys have in front of you, how much money that I pay to you guys. And I'm doing a service for you guys, for the city of Homestead. And I was paying so many fines every month. I was paying fines. And they just told me something today, tomorrow was something else. I mean, and it is impossible that the new administration come. I got a meeting with them like this. They don't tell me no. And the last administration, they never picked the phone. They never send you an email back. What does that mean? With so much people working in the city, no? Come on. If you send me any email to me, she's going to answer you. We got a business because we care about us business. I mean, I'm losing so much money, and top of this, I'm going to pay this month. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. And the new administration, they come, in 3 months, they fix everything. What does that mean? You just put yourself and myself. Do you think that is fair? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. But I mean, in 3 months.
Sir, she's done everything she can under the code, under the authority that she has under the code. I think you need to prepare, and if you would like to appeal this, you may appeal this to the city council, and they're the ones who are going to be able to hear this and hear your arguments from here on out. There's nothing further that the special master can do.
Thank you.
Now returning to the agenda order for the remaining cases. The next case is under new business. Item number 1, Code Officer Lopez, case number CE 2501-0090, Brian Roberto Olmo.
The property was cited on June 10, 2025 for code section 6-36, work without permit for the roof, windows, and front patio. Notice of violations was mailed certified on June 10, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed certified and posted on June 10, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation for the window permits. The other permits were already taken care of. I took the photographs on June 10, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. There's no Brian here? Brian? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-10090 to come 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under civil citation, item number 1, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2504-0276, Amarilis Castillo.
Citation was issued to Amarilis Castillo, property address 1342 Sandpiper Boulevard. Citation was issued on April 18, 2025 for code section 6-36 non-permitted work. This was in reference to installation of impact door and window. Location of the violation 1342 Sandpiper Boulevard. I took the photograph on April 18, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Special
Master, as of today, the citation has not been paid, and I've had no contact with the owner. Permit number 2505-0572 for the impact window and door was applied for in May 7, 2025, and denied by the building department on June 11, 2025.
Thank you. Amaryllis? No Amaryllis? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40276 for the violation to be $1,000 with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under previously heard, item number 1, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2309-0085, Payette Investments Group, LLC.
This is a affidavit of noncompliance. The case was heard on 2/15 of 2024. They were given until 3/29 of 2020. I'm sorry. Correction, Special Master, give me 1 second. And they were given until 3/29 of 2024 to comply. The only violation pending in there is 6-36, failing to obtain any permit required by code for work done on the premises. And what they did is they have like 3 or 4 of those carport without a permit. A affidavit of non-compliance was posted and also certified on 6/04 of 2025. I took the photographs on 9/27 of 2023. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Okay, so Ms. Valencia,
Yes.
no one's here for Payette Investments. The permits that have gone through, or what are we looking for outstanding, and what date does it go back to?
So we're looking for the permits for the carports in there that they have in there. They came for when we did the first hearing, and they were given until March 29 of 2024 to comply.
And they have not.
They have not complied. And it's affidavit of non-compliance.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead, case number CE 230900085, to have a daily fine beginning March 29, 24, at a daily fine of $250 per day, with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under previously heard, item number two, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25010111, Lisvani Hernandez and Anisli Cruz.
This is an affidavit of noncompliance. Property owner is Lisbani Hernandez Anisley Cruz. Property address is 562 Northeast 20 Avenue. The case was heard on March 27, 2025, and were given until April 27, 2025 to comply for Code Section 6-36, non-permitted work for the front door. Affidavit of noncompliance was sent certified and regular on May 5th, 2025, and received proper service on May 8th, 2025. Property was also posted with an affidavit of noncompliance on May 5th, 2025. I took the photographs on January 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, they do have a permit, which is 25030145 for the front door, but it's been in an applied status as of March 7, 2025, and denied on March 18, 2025.
It's still in violation, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Lisvani? All right. Okay, I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-10111 to have a daily fine going back to April 27, 25 of $250 daily with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under previously heard, item number 3, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25010116, Michelle Kaiser Rattle.
This is an affidavit of noncompliance. Property owner is Michelle Kaiser Rattle. Property address is 544 Northeast 20th Terrace. The case was heard on March 27, 2025, and were given until April 27, 2025 to comply. For Code Section 6-36, non-permitted work for the mini split AC unit, affidavit of noncompliance was sent certified and regular on May 4th, 2025, and received proper service on May 8th, 2025. The property was also posted with an affidavit of noncompliance on May 5th, 2025. I took the photographs on January 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, they do have a demo permit, which is 25040387 for the mini split AC unit. It's been in an applied status as of April 15, 2025. And denied April 28th, 2025.
Thank you. Michelle Kaiser. Okay, so I'm going to go and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-10116 to have daily fines of $250 going back to April 27, 25 with an $80 administration fee.
I'm sorry, what was the date, the back date?
Going back April 27, 25.
April 25 or April 27?
April 27.
Thank you.
Year 25.
Next case, item number 4, under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 25010124, SMF Investments Group, LLC.
This case is affidavit non-compliance. It was heard on April 10th of 2025, and they were given until May 11th of 2025 to comply. For Code Section 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. Affidavit non-compliance was posted and mailed on 6/04 of 2024. I took the photographs on 1/21 of 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. SMF Investment, anyone here for that? Okay. Ms. Valencia, that date that they were supposed to comply, I want to make sure I have the right date. You said May 20th?
No, it's May 11th of 2025.
Okay, May 11th. Thank you for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-10124 to have a daily fine going back as May 11th, 2025, a daily fine of $250 and an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under previously heard, item number 5, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2502-0142, SNF Global Capital Corp.
This is an affidavit of non-compliance. The case was heard on 4/10 of 2025, and they were given until 5/25/25 to comply. For Code Section 6-206 and 6-207, erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit. Affidavit of non-compliance was posted and mailed out on 6/03 of 2025. I took the photographs on 2/18 of 2025. The photos fairly not going to represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here with SF Global Capital? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-20142 to have a daily fine of $250 going back as of May 25th, year 2025, with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item number 2, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2502-0040, Petroleum Gas Service, AmeriGas PR.
The property was cited on 207 of 2025 for code section 6-531AJ12, and this is for the 40-year recertification. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on 207 of 2025. Comply was not made, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. A summons to appeal was posted and certified on 603 of 2025 as well. Currently, the property is in violation. Special Master, there are no pictures because it's a recertification permit.
Thank you. Is petroleum gas, anyone here for that? Okay. So I'll rule on this. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-20040 to have one week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee, $80.
Next case, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, item number 3, case number CE 2502-0234, Yvette Rodriguez Fernandez.
This case is complied.
Next case, under new business, item number 4, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2503-0004, Junior Lago Gomez.
This case has been tabled.
Next case, under new business, item number 7, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2504-0111, Cesar Fernandez.
The property was cited on April 9th, 2025 for code section violation 6-206 and 6-207, erecting a fence without a permit. Also 6-36 and a terrace without a permit. A notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail on April 9th, 2025. Service of the notice of violation and summons to appear were received April 12th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Property was posted on April 9th, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation for the terrace only. I took the photographs on April 8th, 2025. As of today, there is a permit on file that is still under review. That is for the terrace. Permit number is 25060294. And for the fence, permit number 25050615. That permit has recently been approved as of July 2nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Cesar Fernandez, anyone here? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on it. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40111. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item number 9, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2504-0320, Clifford Lincoln TRS.
The property was cited on 4/22 of 2025 for code section 19-95 and 19-92, vacant property in overgrown condition. A notice of violation was posted and certified on 4/24 of 2025. A summons to appear was posted and also certified on 6/06 of 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on 4/22 of 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for Clifford Lincoln? All right. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40320. 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item number 10, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25040330, Diosmeri Romeu.
This case is complied.
Next case under new business, item 19, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25040475, Rigoberto Arias.
The property was cited on May 1st, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the terrace, and 6-36 for failing to obtain permit for shed. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 1st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on May 1st with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on April 30th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, permit number 25050522 for sheds it's been issued and complied. We're just missing the permit for the terrace.
Which has been applied?
And I don't see anything on the system as of today.
Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and rule on this case. Rigoberto Arias, no one's here for that? All right. I do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40475. 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 21, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050166, Church of Christ Written in Heaven.
Amen. The property was cited on May 13, 2025 for code section violation 19-1-19-6 for maintaining a public nuisance and 6-197 for fence in need of repair and damage. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 13, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 10th with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 11th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for Church of Christ Written in Heaven? All right. I do find violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50166 to come into compliance in 1 week with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 22, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050167, Thomas Earl Wall, Leila Seed.
The property was cited on May 13, 2025 for code sections violation 13-21, 13-32 for litter on the property, 19-1, 19-6 for maintaining a public nuisance, 19-92 and 19-95 for overgrown conditions, and 6-36 failing to obtain a permit for shed. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 13, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 10th with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 11, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Thomas Earl Wall. No one's here. All right, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50167, 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 24, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050185, Guillermo S. Herrera.
The property was cited on May 15, 2025 for code sections violation 13-21, 13-32 for litter on property, 19-95 and 19-92 for overgrown conditions, and 6-197 for fence in need of repair. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 10, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Guillermo Herrera. No one's here. I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50185, come into compliance in 1 week with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 25, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050190, Seaboard Coastliner RR, CO.
The property was cited on May 15, 2025 for code section violations 19-95 and 19-92 for overgrown conditions, and 30-403 for the use of the property is inconsistent with the zoning of the property. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 8, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 15 and June 8, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for Seaboard Coastline? All right. So I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50190. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 26, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 25050380, TCC Chrome LLC.
Special Master, this is supposed to be a repeat case. This case was heard October 3rd, 2024. The property was cited May 29, 2025 for code section 19-95 and code section 19-92, maintaining vacant property in an overgrown condition. A notice of violation and summons to appear was mailed May 29, 2025. Service of violation and summons to appear was received June 20th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property is set for tonight's hearing. Also posted the property May 29, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs May 29, 2025. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I never got in contact with the property owner. However, they partially cut the property, so it's not fully in compliance. So they cut, but it's still in violation.
Okay, I see there's two of them, so is
Right.
this 380, this is the one that's been heard before?
Correct. So there's 3 different folios with the same owner. So this folio, they have been cited. They have been to Special Master October 3rd, 2024.
Okay. Okay, so just for this one, we're gonna handle this one. Okay, I'll go ahead. No one's here for TCC Chrome? All right, so I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50380 to have a $500 fine and an $8 administration fee.
Special Master, and a time for compliance?
1 week. Sorry.
Next case, under new business, item 28, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 2505-0403 TCC Chrome LLC.
The property was cited May 29, 2025 for Code Section 19-95 and 19-92, maintaining a vacant property in an overgrown condition, and for Code Section 30-403, the use of the property in an inconsistent zoning of the property. That violation is complied. A notice of violation and summons to appear was mailed May 29, 2025. Service of violation and summons to appear was received June 20th of 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore is set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs May 29, 2025. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Kerry, isn't this a repeat offender?
Right. The overgrown violation, that violation is a repeat.
Right, just for the one ending in 380 was a repeat.
No, for that case is also a repeat. But for this case, ending in 403, the only violation that is a repeat is maintaining a vacant lot in an overgrown condition.
Okay, but what was read off was for 403, so we're working on that one right now, right?
Correct.
We have not gone to the 381.
Correct. No, I'm saying for the 403, for the code section that is in violation, 19-95 and 19-92, that's the only violation that's a repeat in this code. In this code case.
Okay, which one is the one that is repeat?
380.
I don't have that number. So is that for the dispose of materials as is required?
Item 26 for new business.
This one? Okay. And then this one? Okay. 403, correct?
If 403 doesn't show, at least on the agenda, that it's a overgrown condition case. For a case ending in 403, what the agenda mentions is accumulation of garbage, trash, junk, failing to dispose of such materials as required. That's all I see, but maybe I don't have the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing as well. That's why I wanted that clarification.
No, I cited for code section 19-95 and 19-92 for maintaining a vacant property in an overgrown condition. That violation is a repeat.
On that folio?
Correct.
Okay.
And I also cited for 30-403, the use of the property in the inconsistent zoning of the property. that violation is complied, and that's not a repeat.
Okay, so then as long as there's good service on that and there's good posting on that, that's fine, then it is here for a repeat offense of the overgrown condition. And you can rule on that.
That is for the last 403, correct?
That is for 403, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on that. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number 25050-403 to have a $500 fine, $80 administration, and have 1 week to come to compliance.
Next case, I skipped item 27 under new business. Code Officer Johnson, CE 25050381 TCC Chrome LLC.
Special Master, there's two violations that is a repeat in this case. The property was cited May 29, 2025 for code section 13-21 and 13-32, failing to keep the property free of litter at all times. This violation is a repeat. Accumulation of trash, junk, and debris for 19-51 in code section 23.5-5, 23.5-536, allowing and maintaining accumulation of trash, junk, and debris. And for code section 19-95 and 19-92, maintaining a vacant property in an overgrown condition. This violation is also a repeat. A notice of violation and summons to appear was mailed May 29, 2025. Service of violation was received June 20th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property is in violation and set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took photographs May 29, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for TCC Chrome? All right, regarding, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for CE 25050-381, $500 fine, then $80 administration fee, and 1 week to come into compliance.
Next case, under new business, item 29, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25060272, Fanny Star Turner Estates homeowners.
The property was cited on June 17, 2025 for code sections violations 13-21, 13-32 for litter on property, 19-1, 19-6 for public nuisance, 19-92 and 19-95 for overgrown conditions, and 29-11 for failing to maintain landscaping in a neat, healthy, and orderly manner. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on June 17, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on June 17 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 16 and June 17, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, the city is asking for this case to be adjudicated due to the presence of a double fence causing a potential hazard, creating overgrown conditions, accumulation of trash and debris. Also, a child could become trapped between both fences, so the city is asking for the removal due to safety concerns.
Thank you. Is anyone here for Fanny Star? All right, so I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60272. Have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Special Master, how many days?
1 week.
This is our last case. Meeting adjourned at 4:30 PM.